your mind is in a little bit of a tizzy, you're a little bit discouraged, and everything is not hardly going your way. It is a beautiful spring day, much like today. You've got the windows rolled down in your automobile. You don't have anything playing on the stereo system. There's a bit of a wrestling match going on between your ears. You stop at the red light. Somebody pulls up beside you. You have absolutely no idea who they are. You've never seen them before. But their windows are down too. And they do have something playing. And just a lyric, or just the tune itself, and all of a sudden, you're taken back. Man. Now remember, there's already a battle raging, okay? And it would be wonderful if in those situations that it would be some dear saint of God that pulled up at the red light beside you and they had their windows down and man, you heard somebody singing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me, or Blessed Assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood.
Yeah.
Or the many dangers, toils, and snares I have already come. Amen. But you know, very seldom does it ever happen.
Yeah.
Right. It's usually the other crowd that pulls up. And then that king picks it up and he takes you way back to somewhere you wished you'd never been to start with.
Yeah.
But he's trying to persuade you because the battle's already raging. You go in to have your car serviced and the tires balanced. Last week you went to the doctor and the doctor told you that you're borderline diabetic and you really need to start watching your diet. And so you're sitting there and you know, what do you do while they're changing the oil and while they're rotating your tires? And there's some magazines laying there and you pick one up. Very seldom do you find a New Testament in a place like that. And Christians usually don't think about carrying one in. So you pick up the magazine. And it doesn't make any difference. It seems like any kind of magazine you pick up today, you don't have to go but 2 or 3 pages, and here's this picture of this wonderful dessert. And you flip a few more pages, and oh my soul, here's another one. Then you flip a few more pages, and just when you think, man, nothing could be any more heavenly to the taste buds than if I could actually have that in reality. Then by the time you get to the end of the book, man, you just broke out in cold sweat. They tell you that your automobile's ready, and you get out and you start to pull out of the road, and you never have noticed it before, but right across the street's Dairy Queen. Hello?
Yeah.
You know what's at work there?
Another king.
Those 5 kings are at work. Amen. You know, you can't even sit down and watch the evening news. Okay? Here you are. You sit down and your wife, Brother Doug, you come in, Miss June is slaved in the kitchen. She got you a nice dinner and you sit down and dinner, supper, whichever one it is. And you eat it and you think, well, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to kick back at the end of the day and I'm going to see what's been going on around Nashville today. And about the second commercial, here's this big Hardee's hamburger.
Yeah.
Then the next commercial, it's appetizers and entrees at Applebee's. Now you left the table and you just told her how wonderful it was. And man, if I eat anything else, I believe I'd just bust all over the living room. But before you get done watching the news, I mean, you know, here what do you call what caramel McWhat, baby? What is that thing you like from McDonald's?
Mocha.
Frappe. But they call it a McFrappe. You know, so you slid back from the table and you quit just in time, but you just watched 30 minutes of the news, and guess what you're doing? You're getting up and you're going over to the refrigerator door. And if your wife is like mine, she's saying, "You eat all the time." Well, you pick up, what is it? Good Housekeeping magazine, and man, it's food from cover to cover. I don't think they put any articles in there anymore. It's just, you know, here's a steak and here's a hamburger. Here's chicken fixed the way that you never had chicken before. Here's this new apple pie. Man, you've never seen an apple pie made like that before. You know the devil's good at what he does.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all do realize that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
You can go sit down in a nice restaurant at night and, you know, you try not to pay any attention to the music that's playing. But once you get settled down, start trying to eat, then all of a sudden that king will pick something up, and here you go again. And he'll have you off down somewhere that you really don't want to be. Those 5 kings are very good at what they do.
Amen.
Very, very good.
Amen.
We need to be very, very cautious with them. They need not just to be crucified. And Paul said, "I die daily." They don't just need to be hung on that cross, but they need to be slain and put in that tomb, and those stones put over there. All of us have problems with them, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Amen. You know, I asked Mama here a while back, they had some new Hardee's commercial on, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and I think it was her that actually asked me that, why do you have to have an X-rated commercial to sell a Hardee's hamburger?
That's right.
Amen.
But that's what it, amen?
That's right.
And so now you're not just thinking about your belly. Man, the king's got you. You're a mess.
Amen. Amen.
Man.
So really, we have to be very, very careful every single day of our life. Don't we?
Amen.
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 And look, you can be somewhere minding your own business. You can be in a hospital waiting room. You can be in a dentist waiting room. That's Brother Mike's favorite place on the planet. Amen. The dentist waiting room. As long as somebody else is seeing the dentist and not Brother Mike. But trying to mind your own business and people speaking too loudly. And all they have to do is say something in their conversation, and all of a sudden that king's got a hold of your heart, and it's taking you back to a place. You've got to be careful.
Amen.
With your eyes, you've got to be careful. Amen.
Amen.
Your nose. Amen. Well, you can smell some of those things seemingly from miles away. And sometimes it doesn't have to be the actual article. It can be something similar. And it'll stir that up inside of you all over again. I hate them 5 kings.
Amen.
Amen.
I really do. But when we get to that land where we'll never grow old, those 5 kings will not be resurrected.
Yeah.
Amen.
Those 5 kings will be gone, and the senses that God gives us in that glorified body, because that glorified body will not know anything of sin, will know none of the fragrances of sin, know none of the touches of sin, none of the tastes of sin, none of the hearing of sin. Man, what a glorious day that's going to be.
Amen.
Amen.